Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sit Down. We are outside on July 4th at my parents' house. Happy July 4th to everybody. Not going to lie to you, it was kind of twofold. I didn't get to be outside yesterday because I was watching all the horror movies at the theater as I kind of broke out of not feeling well for like a week and change. But I also wanted to show off the sunglasses, so here we are. You know, I can be a little vain sometimes. I really dig these Ray-Bans. I highly recommend them. They're reverse lenses, so they kind of curve this way, which is really interesting. But they fit my face so nice. Anyway, that has nothing to do with what we're here doing. I figured we took horror movies to get back into the theater. Let's go horror movies to get back into the trailer reacting. And we've got one more than what we watched at the theater. We're going for 4 on the trailer side. And so far, we have looked at Longlegs' The End trailer. Doesn't give too much away. Gives you a little bit more of Nick Cage's voice and a little bit more of what Micah Monroe's doing just body language wise, and I'm excited for all those things. Then we took a look at the second trailer for Trap. Pumped, dude. It feels like M. Night is doing something he hasn't done before. The trailer even says like a new M. Night experience. Yes, please, right? Like it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun for horror fans, and specifically, like, I think slasher fans can get excited, even if it's not a straight slasher. It just looks dope, and Josh Hartnett looks like he's having a ball. And talking about people that are having a ball, or at least smiling a whole lot, we just took a look at the official teaser trailer for Smile 2. And it looks dope. I like the idea of shifting focus to a pop star. Gives you the ability to have a lot more people in front of that person that can be doing that creepy-ass smile that they do. So I think that's exciting, but it's also, I think, going to be interesting to see how they play with certain elements that we already know about because of the first movie. So the first trailer looked dope, gave me things that I'm excited for, specifically Naomi Scott. If you want to see my reaction to that, you can see it right up there. But now we turn our attention to a horror movie that's not just a horror movie. Like, this is going to be a movie, if done correctly, is going to be talked about quite highly. It's got all the things for a movie like this that get me personally excited. And as a Robert Eggers fan, I love that this is where he's going for his next flick. What are we talking about? Why don't you pull up a chair, take a seat? We are getting ready to take a look at the official teaser trailer for Nosferatu. And it's one of these things where it's been a long time since I've seen the 1922 Nosferatu. So I gotta go back and rewatch that. And that's one of the things that I really dig about Eggers doing this movie. Like, Eggers is a guy who's 3 for 3 in his films, and, you know, for me at least, and is somebody who has buzz around his name, can get an audience to actually turn out for something like this, and then to do something that has such a prestiged past going into the hands of somebody like him. I think gonna get people to turn out not just for this, but also like to watch the original, and that's always a good thing in my opinion, whether it's a rewatch or getting to experience it for the first time. But Nosferatu is one of those, like, as a vampire fan, that's a movie that makes such an impact because it started so many things that we love now. So the idea of someone like Eggers taking that on, I think, is tremendous. And then you throw in there a little Billy Skarsgård action, like, yes, please. And I can't think of the rest of the cast right now outside of Lily Rose Depp, who will also be in here. And I'm excited to see her do something other than whatever that show was with The Weeknd on HBO that people hated. I didn't even watch it, so I'll be excited to see her here because I haven't seen her, I don't think, in anything since she did that Kevin Smith movie, Yoga Hosers. So, you know, as a giant Depp fan, pumped to see what Lily Rose could do, and certainly Lily Rose is striking enough that just visually I think she fits the vibe that Eggers could be building, and then I'm sure we'll see the rest of the cast as we go through, but I know there are a couple other names. But anyway, it's all things that just get me excited, and more than anything, like I said, it's more for me about seeing how Eggers plays with this and what he produces and how it can impact you, especially as a vampire fan. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get the trailer up for you. I've already got it up for myself. Let's waste no more time and see what Robert Eggers is getting into with his version and the official teaser trailer for Nosferatu.
Come to me. Come to me.
There's Rose Depp.
Hear my call. Come to me.
a Robert Eggers picture. Yes, sir.
Professor. My dreams go darker.
Yeah, no, we couldn't watch this trailer outside. It was like we got past like the first little stretch and it came into some daylight and I could see things, and then it went right back into being dark and I couldn't see anything on the screen because it's very bright outside because it's daytime. Duh. Anyway, we've shifted. We've come inside. The sunglasses ain't going anywhere though. They're staying on for the whole reaction. But we have moved back inside, a space you're all familiar with. I've re-queued up the trailer for myself, and we're gonna get right into it. Waste no more time. Let's try for a second time to take a look at the official teaser trailer for Nosferatu.
Come to me.
So we got Lily Rose right here, right out the gate.
Hear my call. Come to me.
Yeah, son, here for this. This was the only thing I could see outside.
My dreams go darker.
Nicholas Hoult, that's one of the other people that's in this.
From beyond.
And friggin' Willem Dafoe. I knew there were at least two other names in this one. Pumped though for Nicholas Hoult here too. Oh, Billy!
Coming.
Oh man, and Aaron Taylor Johnson, ATJ. That's a great visual.
He's coming.
Who is coming to my child?
Oh, let's go. Are they gonna show it?
Here, encountering the vampire.
I'm gonna say we don't actually see Skarsgård's face. We don't need to. Yes. Yes. Ugh. I can't. Christmas. What a time to succumb to the darkness. That looks so freaking good. It's one of these things, like, as a vampire fan, like I said, you go back to 1922, Nosferatu, kicks everything off, and is a movie that's so impactful that we have hundreds of vampire pieces of media, you know, whether it's writing or television or movies. So the idea of bringing that movie back, because let's face it, I think a lot of people, specifically in this current generation, are not going back and watching movies that are black and white, period. I just don't see that for the majority. So you're talking about a lot of people that will never see that original movie. You know, I think people who fall in love with horror, that are hardcore, like, those obviously exist in every generation. They're always going to be there. But I think the vast majority of people that are younger will never see that movie. And you have a filmmaker in Robert Eggers who's become one of my favorite filmmakers in all of Hollywood. Like, his cinematic eye, we talk about the cinematic eye all the time, but just how he sees the way to tell his stories, it's so captivating, and it's at such a high level. You know, he really has a great quality to every film that he makes, whether it's a straight horror movie or a psychological thriller, or something that goes into something like, you know, the Northman, which talking about like Viking stuff, which that's a tremendous movie. Like, it's just anything that he does, he's proven himself, you know, in the smaller movies. The Northman was certainly a much bigger movie, and now this feels like a movie that's kind of like a combo, right? Like, it's technically, I'm sure the way it's shot, smaller movie, but you're talking about Nosferatu, you know, like stuff that comes from Dracula, like big things in front of him. And Eggers is somebody who is absolutely more than capable of knocking this out of the ballpark. And with what we see in this trailer alone, like, you can tell he's gonna knock this freaking thing out of the ballpark. And I love that for a teaser trailer, we obviously don't see, you know, much of Skarsgård. We see him from the back. We see a little bit of him from the side. But I really dig that. Like, yeah, we know what the visual is gonna be. You know, Nosferatu has a very specific look, and you're gonna try to recapture that, I would have to imagine. But just hitting all of the vampire beats throughout and giving you pieces of him is fantastic. But like, you know, you get this shot of him here, like that, like just enough pieces between that and then obviously when we see him at the beginning of the trailer where he's sitting there cross-legged but from the backside, like you could just tell that Skarsgård is committed to the right feel and look. And I know that we're not hearing great things about The Crow, which is upsetting because for me, very rarely does Skarsgård step out unless he's doing something that's really good. And specifically in the world of horror, like I just don't see him tripping up in any way. And he's just gonna find ways to elevate the material because that's what he does. But I'm also super stoked for Nicholas Hoult. I think he fits the role perfectly. Like just visually look at me like, yeah, that's what we want there. And same with Willem Dafoe. Like, and I love that Eggers is another director who will bring back people he has worked with before that he knows are gonna give him quality moments and things for specific characters. But I do like that he always brings new people into the fold. So I'm excited to see him work with Skarsgård. I'm excited to see him work with Nicholas Hoult. I'm excited to see him work with Lily Rose Depp, right? Like, I think she is somebody, if given the right thing or opportunity, could possibly be really good. And if there's gonna be somebody that can get that out of her, I think it is Robert Eggers. But just the visuals and how he's pulling off like black and white vibes without actually going black and white. Like, I just think that's beautiful to look at. Like, the composition is just, it's so good. And it gives you those vibes and those feelings of something that's in black and white without having to go black and white. Because the grayscale kind of tone that he's capturing is great. And that's lighting and set design and all of those things are here. So there's nothing in this movie. Oh yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson also in this flick. Like, super excited always for him. But yeah, it's one of these, I think you got all the pieces of the puzzle that you need for a Nosferatu remake to really, really pop. And if there's somebody who's going to give you iconic and, you know, unsettling imagery for a vampire movie, Robert Eggers got knocked out of the ballpark. So if you couldn't tell, I am stoked for Nosferatu. Very, very excited. Can't wait to see my guy Robert Eggers go 4 for 4 in directorial features. But the question is, what about you? How big of a Robert Eggers fan are you? Have you been riding with homie since The Witch? I mean, that is a movie that like just had a profound impact, and immediately, like, I walked out of that theater going, I have to see whatever this dude does next. And everything that he's done for me is like really slapped. So are you feeling that way with Eggers? Are you excited about him taking on Nosferatu? And with what we're given here in the teaser trailer, does it look like he's gonna be up to the task to bring this movie back to life? Anything you got, good, bad, indifferent, on the official teaser trailer for Nosferatu, put it down below in the comments section. Look forward to talking to you down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with the C-Man anytime. We're talking movies, TV, trailer reactions. We've looked at a bunch of horror movie trailers. You want to be here for any of those, specifically Nosferatu, come October. Although, of course, we have things like Smile 2, which are a lot closer. But you want to be here for any of that coverage. You just dig the vibe. You want to show a little love and support to the channel and to the C-Man. Well, hey, come join C-Maniac Nation. Super easy. Jump over there. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time, for the C-Man's Cinema, sit down. I've been the C-Man. I'm signing off. Peace. Hey, what's up, C-Maniac Nation? Winter Ken here, where we grow out our roots and our beard, letting you know that you can see some new C-Man videos right up here and right down here. And if you want all those videos and show that man a little love and support, come join C-Maniac Nation right over there, and the C-Man will catch you on the next one.